How's it going, everybody? Anybody who's got an STV CNC table, I've got the 4x4 non-welded version, but I did come up with a pretty cool upgrade as far as I can figure out. Couple items off of Amazon. Obviously a 12.5 millimeter laser with battery pack, so I can change out the batteries when I need to. I don't have to run an additional power line. And then I used a swivel mount I got off of Amazon that holds that. Anyway, I drilled a hole in the bracket, the support arm bracket for the cable management system, and put a nut on the back side. Drilled and tapped it, actually. Threaded the post from the mount into that, and then put a quarter 20 lock nut on the back side. That allows you to point the laser straight down instead of trying to point the laser exactly underneath the tip. When you move the tip up and down, you will lose reference from the laser. This way you can actually point the laser straight down off of a stationary spot. And then once you've lined up a plate or whatever, you can blast holes with the torch. You can see there I did that, and I lined up the crosshairs that way, which allows me to reference the plate, if it's not a full sheet, to the axis of the X and Y axis of the movement of the table. So once everything's locked down and tight, you take the torch and you move it over a known spot. You can see the spot I marked on the plate, and then you zero your torch in the system, and then move the torch over to where the laser lines up with that mark, and then you come over to the software and you go into your little gear icon, and underneath the functions tab over here on the right hand side, there's a special button. You hit special, and that brings you to laser pointer offset. Okay, I don't mess with any of these settings, but laser pointer offset. Now, you've already zeroed your torch. Okay, sorry about the glare. And then I've moved it to where the laser lines up with that spot. Now, you take your X and Y coordinates, and you're going to reverse them, whatever they are, and you're going to put X into the first one. So we'll do that now. Where X is 3.186, so we're going to go negative 3.186. Then we're going to move over. Get the mouse to cooperate. Okay, then we're going to move over and we're going to do the y-axis, which you see here is negative 2.046. So we're going to go positive 2.046. Okay, double check our numbers. Yep. Then we're going to exit out of this. That gives the computer a reference from the torch to the laser pointer. Okay, then we'll come back over to the table. Actually, I'm doing this by myself, so I'm waiting on the guys who designed the software. I've been talking with them, and they're in Poland. They are actually adding a feature so that when you run a controller, this button right here, the trace button, they're going to add that to the unused button on the controller on both Type 1 and Type 2 controllers, either PlayStation or Xbox wireless controllers. So anyway, I'll give you a view of that while I'm going to press this button right here, which is a trace button. Okay, so it'll trace the size of the total piece that it would normally cut, and then it'll home over that spot. And I will come over to here, and I will show you, lower the Z-axis, turn the controller back on. and I'm a tad off, but it's good enough for the stuff I do for homing the plate, so, or homing the torch. So now if I need to cut something and I'm not sure if it's going to fit on the plate or not, like something like this where that square is going to run into another cut, I can use the laser to line up the torch first, and then once the guy from the software company Proma Electrica, he's writing the software code to have this button operate that trace that's we're doing on the computer. So hope you guys like it. If you do, give a thumbs up. I will try and put links to the items I bought off of Amazon, which are the laser, the battery pack, and the bracket. And thanks.